Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing good today. This is a bonus element reading. I promised you guys I'd make up for the loss of September. Had a lot going on. We're going to go ahead and make up for that today. We're going to be doing fire, okay, which is right here, earth, air, and water. Okay, I'm going to give you as much as I can with several decks, and then I will continue this version of the reading in an extended. For those of you that are interested in an extended reading, please go to jks1111.com and subscribe to my monthly extendeds. All right, usually monthly I go through all the 4 elements in a much deeper extension. September was a little amiss, but I am going to be doing an in-depth, fun Halloween version for October. So I'm going to have a really special desk set up. Going to make it really fun. We're going to have music. It's going to be bonus, bonus, bonus in October if you're interested in the extendeds. But for everyone else, this is a bonus. Okay, it's going to be loaded up probably tomorrow. But we're going to go ahead and get into part 1 of this reading now. Spirit, please be here in this room. Use these powers for your glory. Speak the energy of fire, earth, air, and water. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Please help me get the most accurate reading possible for my viewers, for the elements we are calling in. Spirit, please give me a in-depth, informative reading for fire. Okay. Give me an in-depth, informative reading for earth. Okay. Give me an in-depth, informative message, please, now for air. Okay. And give me a message here for water. Please give me a message for water. Okay. All right. So if you guys don't know your elements, let's go through that right now. Fire is going to be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Water is going to be Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Earth is going to be Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. And air is going to be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So if you're new to all of this tarot thing and you're like, what are my elements? What should I follow? I'm trying to list that up for you. Also, how you should follow a reading, because most of you have multiple signs, unless you're like some people who are double and triple signs. My daughter's a double Taurus. I have a friend who's a triple Aries. So yeah, I have people that are multiple of one sign. But if you're not a multiple of one sign, please check out your sun, your moon, and your rising ascendant. And that's going to be seen in the elements also. So maybe your sun is fire, your moon is water, and your rising is earth. You're going to want to watch more closely into those messages. I encourage you to not just follow your sun sign element, but all of them, okay? So you can get kind of a more in-depth reading. Thank you, Kiera King, for the 444 on Cash App. Thank you so much. I love you, girl. All right, Spirit, let's get another twist to the reading. We're going to use the Epiphany cards. So many of you know this one is one of your favorite decks, so we are going to use it. Spirit, please give me a message in depth and accurate for fire. What's going on with the fire element? Okay. All right, so we're going to get 2 for the fire. Show me a message, please, for the earth element. All right, we're going to get 2 for earth. And please show me a message for the air element. Okay. You guys are very precise. Look at you. Okay. And Spirit, please give me a true and honest message, accurate, for the water elements. Okay. You guys had a little twist at the end. You saw that? Did a little somersault, little backflip. I do feel like maybe something's going to be happening in the past. Of course, water gets that kind of a little message. I will go ahead and channel and tell you, before I started pulling cards, the energy I was picking up on the reading was very sexual. I don't know if you guys are feeling that, but a lot of you may be lately. If you're feeling some kind of a sexual vibration just out of nowhere for yourself, just know that it's kind of a collective thing. There is something about turning on your passions, which turns on creativity and invigorates you and gives you more energy. So if you're feeling sexual, just know that we're really clicking on as the collective group for all of us in one wave, the energy of creativity and motion, getting things set in motion. That just comes along with the package. All right, Spirit, give me what is really going on with the fire element through these little telling cards. Show me what's going on with Aries, Leo, or Sag. We have self-love for Aries, Leo, and Sag. Give me a honest message here for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. What is their element? What are they really all about right now? You guys are into making decisions, all right? Big decisions are really coming up for the earth elements. And please tell me what is going on with the Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, determination. So a lot of strategy, okay? Determined. You guys have a lot of momentum. You're going forward with your plans. All right, you're determined, hell or high water, to get through some kind of shit. Tell me what's going on with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What is their energy? What are they all about? Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Okay. Nature. The water signs really want to get in nature. Okay. You guys want to just get out and camp, have some starlight nights, have some fire nights. You just want to take a walk in nature, go hiking, maybe go to a park, have a picnic. Definitely taking it easy, slowing things down, stopping to smell the roses. Okay. All right, so now we're going to get in. I'm going to drink a coffee here. Cheers to all my coffee drinkers out there. All right. We're going to start with Aries. You're first, of course. First card out the box. Bound. Capricorn energy. Capricorn, check my dental records. Maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn. But this is a devilish energy. And what's on your mind right now, pretty heavy, like what are you dealing with, is some addictions. Some habits that make you feel bound. You are fighting them. I don't think you're weak. I don't think you're a victim. I think you are dealing with it. I think you're dealing with some situations in your life that make you feel stuck. I'm hearing screen time is a bit much. We're working on that. I'm hearing other addictions, all kinds of toxic addictions, taking that head on. Trying to get healthy, trying to get fit, trying to get your mind right, trying to detox from toxic friends and just toxic energy in general. You guys are in the fire. You're facing the beast, and the beast is within. All right, so you're facing the beast. The next one here is guide, hermit vibration, Virgo. Coaching with a Virgo, but you're going within, aren't you? And that's really with that devil card. All right, going inside yourself, looking at what has you bound, what makes you feel stuck, what is causing you to be stagnant in life. If you are stagnant in any arena, what's your hurdles? And now you're finally looking at it. It feels like Aries has been so busy, they haven't paid attention to their little qualms, to their little issues going on inside, maybe big issues, okay? Haven't really been dealing with that. Now you're trying to go within and really deal with it. I'm also feeling there's some familial or family situations that may be arising that make you look inside yourself and say, you know what, I've got some hurt and I've got some pain and I've got some things going on inside of me that are like bound up in me, knots in my stomach from a past situation in childhood, okay, or just in youth, you know, and I need to deal with that. I need to stop avoiding it and stop letting it control me because it manipulates you and how you have relationships. This issue, this boundness causes you to have struggles in the work life, struggles in relationships with family and friends, struggles in career and all kinds of different moves that you want to make, dreams. And so you're like, I need to look at that because I do want to deal with other things. So you're taking some time out, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, to look at some self-love. okay? And I kept saying Aries for some reason. Maybe you're dealing with an Aries. But for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sag, all of you are just taking a leadership role in conquering what's going on in your own hearts. And that little coffee cup is a sign. It says we can't always count on receiving affirmations of love from those around us whenever we want them. And it's natural sometimes to have this lead to feelings of rejection or self-doubt. It is at such times that we must exercise self-love and remind ourselves that we are worth it and we are a worthy human, and remind ourselves of our voice and our strengths and our positive attributes to give ourselves the appreciation and love we deserve. And we have to start saying, Aries, Leo, and Sag, I am worthy of love and affection. I am worthy of love and affection. I am worthy of love and affection, and I love and accept myself completely the way I am. So that's really cool. I looked up, we had 11 minutes and 11 seconds as I looked up. So 1111 is probably another sign that you're going to be seeing as a fire sign if that clicks with you, okay? All right, so you're conquering your inner demons. Good, duly noted. The next one is no ordinary love, yin yang. So there's a situation that you're dealing with, could be twin flame, could be soulmate. It's not a normal relationship that you might be dealing with. The next card you have, a reconciliation is coming. So fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, there is someone popping up in your life that is very, very special. Twin flame or soulmate, this person is aligned with you. The numbers that are going to connect the dots between you and this human is 1111. Okay, this is going to be one of the first signs that you were seeing when you realized your connection with this individual was special. It was different. Okay. Even if it is not a love romantic relationship, maybe it's a grandchild, maybe it's a best friend, maybe it's, you know, whatever. But there's some kind of a reuniting, a beautiful reconciliation with a soulmate that is coming back into your life, okay? The next card is third party. So there's other people involved. All right, and that's just a genuine message about this pile number one, the fire signs. You guys are so attractive. You're such good-looking people. So many people are into you. And you only go for the good-looking people. You only go for the people that have a lot of good stuff going on for them. So naturally, when you get those attractive people that everybody else seems to notice, it's like a fire in the night. Everyone's headed towards the bonfire. No one else can see anything going on. It's a blinding light. So because you're in this circle of attraction and the people you like are charismatic, they're outgoing, everyone else notices as well, you're going to run into third parties because everyone else notices what you notice as well. So that's one thing. You're not the only one that notices this person. Okay. The next card that you have, tarot, is King of Swords. And this may be very heavily who you're dealing with. Okay, this is Libra for me, the cardinal of the air element. But for other readers, they say Aquarius. But I always go to Libra. So it could be any of them, but you could be dealing with an air sign. If you want to throw in Gemini, if it makes you feel better, that's fine. This is the king of the air elements, okay? Again, this is about strategy, it's about plan, and it's about honest communication, seeing through the bullshit, taking action in your life. And the biggest action you're taking is settling old scores and going inside yourself and dealing with old pain. All right, so a lot of your old pain is going to have to do with a third-party situation. Okay, that is like something that has hurt you, has haunted you. Some people that I've spoken to, they've dealt with third-party situations their whole life. It's like everyone they get involved with, there's an ex, or there's a new person, or there's, you know, just other elements interjecting themselves into the relationship, be it family or whatever. And I've talked to a lot of people that deal with that. So for the fire signs, there is frustration there. And a lot of this bound devilish energy is because you feel like you're stuck in a karmic cycle, reliving third-party situations. in all different aspects of life, work, relationships, family. You always feel like there's somebody else that wants to like pop up into a two-person situation. And you're just like, you know, why is there always got to be some kind of intruder, some kind of involvement? Well, let's figure that out, says King of Swords. Let's figure out why we are constantly dealing with this. All right, I want to go inside myself and figure this out. All right. If you've recently had a clean break with the King of Swords and the Devil card from a third-party situation, know that you're getting answers to why you were stuck in that. And just know that there is a reconciliation coming. And the reason that a lot of people are going to be getting a reconciliation is, one, it's Mercury retrograde for like the next 6 weeks. You're going to feel it. Two, this is no ordinary love. Now, can you walk away from a simple relationship? Yes. Can you walk away from a nobody relationship? Yep. Can you walk away from a karmic relationship, no strings attached, cold turkey? Yes. Yes, you can. Can you walk away from any other chosen relationship that feels toxic, karmic, narcissistic, blah, 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 all the titles, all the names, blah, 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 you know what I mean? Can you walk away from all those things you don't want to be with? Yeah. Can you be 23 years old and walk away from a guy you dated for 6 weeks and it didn't work out? Yeah. Can you walk away from a guy you were living with for 2 years at 18 and 20 years old and they realized they just weren't grown up enough and they wanted to move on and you wanted to move on and it's no big deal, peace out, I hate you, bye? Yeah, you can move on from those little relationships. Okay? That's bullshit. Those are dumb relationships. Those are nobody relationships. Those are karmic. Okay? All right? The other ones are not. And as you grow up, or as you mature as a soul, you're going to figure out, wow, I have a soul connection to someone. It's not just a simpleton connection. It's written in my birth chart, my Navamsha, which is the D9 if you study Vedic astrology, which a lot of you don't, but you could. All right, it's written there. This could be the father or mother of my children. We have karma together. Okay, this could be someone that I'm destined to I don't know the word, but come together with in this life. Maybe it's seen through your north node or your south node or your 7th house. Okay, maybe it's aspected. Maybe it's a Venus or Jupiter connection. Okay, there are reasons why people have no ordinary love. But please save me the bullshit when people come in and say, oh, I'm done with the narc, I'm done with the floozy, I'm done with the no-brainer relationship. Oh, I just broke up with this fuckface I didn't even like. You know, they were a cheater, liar, deceiver. I was bamboozled. Like, you know, who the fuck was that? Listen, Linda. I'm not talking about those relationships. Fuck those relationships. Those are nobody, nothing relationships. Those are karmic bullshit relationships. Save me the trouble. And save yourself the trouble and don't even bother looking into tarot for those nobody, simpleton relationships. Don't even bother. Those are going to be gone as quickly as they came in, and you're going to move on. Now, please bother me when you meet a soulmate. Bother me when you are dealing with a soul connection beyond your comprehension. Please bother me when you don't understand why you're having dreams, telepathic communication, constant synchronicities, numerological wild events, constant unexplainable meetings, crossings of paths. Please bother me when destiny is fucking with you in a relationship. Then please read tarot, come to people like me, let's talk. Let's talk about the soul journey. Let's talk about what we can do about a not so ordinary love. But save me the other bullshit, okay? Because all that's just bullshit. But when you really have a genuine connection where you are having synchronicities, you are feeling stuck and bound to someone with no explanation, and it's not exactly an obsession over a nobody, it's something stuck in your karma, in your chart, and you want to figure out, how can I move the fuck on from this karmic chain and cycle? Free me? Can I have some information on that? Can you give me any idea of what I should be doing to free myself from patterns that do not make me happy? Because it doesn't matter how many times I go to the grocery store shopping for freaking Fruit Loops and Cocoa Pebbles, all I keep getting is cornflakes. Every time I get a new box, I open it up and it's fucking cornflakes. Help me out with that shit. Because it doesn't matter how many times I move on to the next person, it's Groundhog Day. If that's you, come on, let's talk. But like I said, everyone else that's not dealing with that, just save the bullshit. Save it. I don't even know why you care. You should just be watching single readings. Period. For everyone else, you know, you're here for the right reason. Okay, so, and I just do that because I feel a lot of people are like, I don't want to reconnect. I don't want to be with this person. I'm ready for new love. You know, I want to move on. I want to be doing this. I want to travel. Well, what the fuck are you watching tarot for? First of all, tarot doesn't give a fuck about those simpleton relationships. They're just flybys. Flybys. No one cares. No one cares. That's just a moment like for you to enjoy yourself or a moment for you to learn. Karmic, bye. You know, tarot and the universe gives a shit when you have to do something about your soul. And do you know how frustrating it is? So many people do not want to deal with their soul work. It's the truth. It's the honest truth, and you know it, and I know it. We've met people. We all know it, don't we? You've met people, because a lot of you guys watching me are healers that do not want to deal with the storm in their heart. Now, I just met someone the other day who is suffering extremely suffering in their soul from abandonment and neglect as a child. Abandonment and neglect. This person suffers severely from feeling secure and feeling loved. And it doesn't matter, this person is a grandmother, this person is older, it doesn't matter how many fucking years this person has tried to deal with it. It is still a very painful reality, and it's very difficult to deal with the soul work. And this person has been working with me for like 10 to 15 years about this issue that existed way before I even met them. This person's been suffering for a good 40 years from this situation, and it affects every single one of her relationships. Okay? It affects her relationships with her grandkids. It affects her relationships with her kids. It affects her relationships with her multiple husbands because of this. It affects her relationship with her parents. It affects her relationship with her siblings. It affects her relationship with coworkers. It affects her job. It affects her health. Okay? When people say, oh, you know, I don't want to deal with this shit, I'm done. Don't do that. Please. That's childish. Everyone else knows that it's affecting your entire life, but you. Everyone else sees the areas that are damaged, but you or whoever you're dealing with doesn't want to deal with it. It's time to deal with it. And I'm just calling it out because this particular situation with the Devil card and the guide is you're being guided to deal with these situations. And when you have a not so ordinary connection, you have to deal with it. And it's painful, says the King of Swords. It's not going to be easy. This is a very painful situation. Anytime you get the sword element in a reading, it involves sharp words, cold energy, harsh feelings, drastic measures, and pain, suffering, difficulty. This is a very difficult energy, okay? It's not easy. This is not a joyful message for the fire elements. And, you know, sometimes tarot doesn't bullshit. There's not always a joyful message. Sometimes tarot grabs you by the balls and says, let's talk. You know, and you got to just go with it. You know, sometimes tarot wants to tickle your ears and sometimes he wants to grab you by the balls. Tarot knows what he's doing. Tarot knows what's up. Tarot knows what needs to be talked about today. Should we talk about your job? Should we talk about your kids? Should we talk about money and this and that? You know, let's go for the balls. Let's talk about some bound issues. That's what tarot's doing. So if you're in a fire sign element, you may feel like you're being grabbed by the balls right now and it's being twisted, whether you have balls or not. I don't have balls. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, it's a figure of speech, guys. Don't be so sensitive, okay? Anyways, you know, this is one of those messages where it's going to just, you know, throat check you. You know what I'm saying? A big old throat check, you know? Are you ready for that? I don't know. Well, we're going to get more into it in the extended. But so far, what I'm feeling for the fire is, look, we're going to have to deal with this, says King of Swords. No matter how much you don't really want to, it looks like this is going to come up, okay? And you might feel like you're forcing this on me. You're forcing me to talk about this. You're forcing me to deal with this. Or, you know, why is Spirit forcing this person down my throat? It's not that anyone's forcing this. It's that shit's bubbling up because you need to deal with it. Because Spirit's like, how long are you going to let this happen, like, in your life? Whatever this history is for you. Could be an ex, could be, like I said, a memory, childhood, youth, addictions. But Spirit's like, enough's enough. All right? I'm gonna grab you by the balls. You're going to have to deal with it. Why do you have that addiction? Why do you keep doing it? Why? What makes you do it again? Why do you keep dating someone like that? Why do you keep going back to someone that is toxic? Why do you keep dating people that have a marriage or already have a partner? Why? You know, whatever these situations are. Why do you keep running away from relationships? Why do you keep going through multiple relationships? Like water. Why? And so this is like facing it head on. And as you guys know, the main energy to deal with is self-love. How can you feel worthy of love and affection and kindness and forgiveness if you don't believe it? Do you have a fucked up parent that made you feel about this big? Do you have a parent that constantly criticizes you? You're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong, you're doing this wrong, you need to do this, you need to do that. What is it? What is it? Do you have a parent that doesn't give a shit, that treats you like a friend and gave you no boundaries? Oh, I'd rather them just smoke in front of me. I'd rather them drink in front of me. I'd rather them have sex in our house. I'd rather them just do them, you know, they're just a guy, they're just a girl. You know, how many of you have fucked up parents that have zero boundaries and taught you nothing but to be wild, fearless, without boundaries, and now you find yourself in a drug addiction or alcoholism or a sexual addiction or unwanted pregnancies? There's an issue with self-worth, and it stems back into the, you know, to the family lineage. Well, what made them feel that way? What made them teach like that? Were they taught like that? Why did they parent like that? We don't know what's really going on with everybody and everyone's situations. It could be over-controlling parents or not at all. And you never know what those people's histories are. It could be abusive parents for all we know. Who knows what you're dealing with, okay? I don't know. I'm not doing a personal. It feels kind of personal, but I'm not doing a personal on you at this moment. But you do have a dark past, and a light is being shown inside of that darkness, because you're dealing with addiction or a bound karmic chain of some type. And it is more than just you. Maybe there's a sibling involved. Maybe it's you, mom and dad. Maybe it's you, a man or a woman, and their lover. You know, there's many different scenarios that are just going to come into play in the fire sign element. But the truth is, you're grabbed by the balls, deal with it. And you're going to have to deal with it because there needs to be forgiveness and there needs to be a reconciliation. Now, if you want to see the extended of this particular fire energy, I will pull an oracle on a message from spirit from this fire element on what you should do. And I will pull an oracle as a message from spirit about what can give you comfort. Okay? And I will pull an oracle about maybe what kind of energy is going to happen in the future. And I'll pull a couple other additional cards about what is going to start taking place over the next few weeks. So if you're interested in seeing those kinds of messages, in addition to what I just touched on here, please go to jks1111.com. Subscribe to my channel, support this channel, support this message to help people grow, and support yourself. We spend enough money on fast food and bullshit every week. Don't tell me you can't spend $33 a month on yourself to get clarity, to get understanding, to get a message from spirit for healing, and to support someone else. It's a very generous act for others and yourself. So consider that. All right, so we are at 30 minutes, basically 31 minutes, and we're going to get into the earth. Let me note this down so I can timestamp these. Okay. All right, so let's get into earth. Oh, thank you, markers. Your time stamping. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. Earth signs. 31 minutes, 30 seconds. Spirit, please guide and direct me for an accurate message for the people watching, for the earth elements, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. We have the observer. Somebody's watching you. Do you know that? It's possible you're watching them, but someone's watching you, dear earth sign. Be careful. And it's a creeper. This is someone you don't know. Could be a stalker. This is someone that maybe you know, but they're keeping themselves secret, hidden from you. Could be a secret admirer. Maybe it's harmless. Or maybe it's not harmless. But be aware. Just be aware. Let's see what else is going on. Barrier. Blocked. Interesting. It's like you blocked someone, but they're still trying to stalk you. Do you feel that energy? Have you recently cut someone off, blocked them, but they're still like going online secretly through another account, possibly following your Facebook, or, you know, just checking you out somewhere on social somewhere, possibly just even getting information from friends or family or driving by. But there's definitely this weird I'm watching you vibe. And to be honest, I believe that you're the one being watched. I mean, it could be reversed where you're watching them. That's totally possible, and they don't know it. But, you know, just take it how it resonates. Take it how it resonates. The next card here is Temperance Sagittarius. This is patience, deep healing. All right, it's been a long ass fucking time. You've been dealing with this person for years. Or it could be multiple people. But this is not, oh yeah, I just met some creep last week and they must be stalking me. No, 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 no. This is someone that you have gone through some real shit with. You already went through the devil card with this person. Okay? Which is before Temperance. You already went through the devil card. Well, it's actually after Temperance. But I feel like you've already been through it and now you're tempering. You're trying to heal, recover, regroup, rejuvenate, get yourself back together. This person took you for a freaking spin around a carousel and you flat out got nauseous and dizzy. In fact, you were so sick of breaking your neck because 1 minute they're just doing a, you know, one version of themselves for you, and the next minute they're performing a whole nother act. And you're just like, I have whiplash. Who are you? Who are you? 1 minute you want me, 1 minute you don't. 1 minute you want to talk, the next minute you don't want to talk. 1 minute you're open and free, the next minute you're taken. 1 minute you're texting and calling me for like a week, and then the next, you know, moment you're gone for 2 weeks. Like, screw that. I don't know who you are. It's been years. I thought I knew you. I don't. Clearly, I need to step back, regroup, block you, and figure some shit out. I don't know who you are. You're not who I thought you were. And you know what? I don't think this situation is what I thought it was. I'm a little bit confused. Not me literally as a reader, but you, for the earth signs, you're a little bit confused on who the fuck someone actually is. Yikes. The next card here is soul mirroring, exposing and revealing all. Yeah, you got triggered and you triggered someone and you're seeing the truth. Are you a little liar? Not you, but you're asking this person. Are you a little fucking liar? Like, are you a little shit? Did you trick me? How the hell did I fall for that one? I'm smarter than that. Because Temperance is, the teacher. So you're just like, oh, hell no. How did you pull a fast one on me? The next one is hard to say goodbye. Aw. And sometimes it hurts like that. You're like, God dang it, this person was perfect. Fucking perfect. Then they did this act. Or then I found out about this ex. Or then I found out they had a whole nother life. This person was perfect for me. Then I found out they were two-faced. Damn it. So there's some disappointment here. I think you're smart. I think you're wise. I think you're blocking someone for the right reason. And you're observing them quietly, very quietly observing someone, okay? Just watching their moves. It's one of those times where you're not going to be talking, you're going to be listening. You're going to be watching their moves because you really need to know who someone is. You don't even know if you trust them. And that's probably why you got come on, Mercury. That's why you got the decisions card coming out, because your big decision that you're waiting to make is, am I going to continue this or not? I don't know. And I don't think you know yet either. Let's get some more vibes for Earth. Healing. Yeah, you need to just heal and recover. Temperance is there. Yeah, let's just do this. I can't. I've already dealt with some toxic people in my life. I don't want to deal with another toxic person. This is kind of disappointing for you. You really put yourself out there, didn't you? You opened up your heart. You gave someone an opportunity to be in your life. And they let you down. And you're like, that sucks. I really thought this was going to become something. I dated someone like that, guys. You guys have probably heard me tell the story 1,000 times. I'll keep it quick. But I dated someone that I really liked. And oh my God, guys, I thought he was the shit. And I hadn't dated anyone since my oldest kid's father at the time. And me and my oldest kid's father had a breakup and a long distance separation for some years. And we were on and off. And I was only faithful to him for over a decade. And I wasted all my 20s on that man. And it was a really hurtful connection. But it was good. It was a soulmate vibe. I grew up. I learned a lot. It was meant to be. So I'm glad for it. But, back then I started dating and I met this person that I thought I knew. He seemed fucking awesome. His family seemed amazing. The job he said he had or was going for was like amazing. He just seemed like he had his shit together. And he seemed like he had a really good head on his shoulders. Okay, I thought, okay, this man is going to work for the police force. He's mature. He's a year older than me. He's been there. He had a divorce. Yeah, that was kind of not cool. But everyone goes through separations. I went through one. So I thought maybe we had something in common. And our families seemed very similar. I gave it a shot. You know what? When I got into that connection, it took me almost 2.5 years to realize that person was a total fucking liar. A total bullshitter. He acted like he loved me and my kids. Bullshit. He acted like he had a certain career in his head that he was going for. Bullshit. He was in and out of jobs. He acted like he had his shit together, credit-wise, financially wise. Bullshit. Struggled. He acted like he was completely over his divorce and happy and ready for a new relationship. Bullshit. But listen, it took years to fucking figure it out because he was a good bullshitter. I had to step away, like this temperance card. It was very hard to say goodbye for me and my kids, but he exposed some shit in me that was healthy and good. I needed to have some of that shit revealed. He actually showed me some very good parts of me that I didn't know before. Things about me that I didn't know I was capable of. So I was grateful for the connection, but it was time to step away and it was time for healing. Okay? It was time for me to heal because that person, even to this day, is not over his ex. And now I know the signs. Now I know, basically this reading for the earth sign is now you know. Now you know, and maybe you had a situation like mine, just use mine as an example, but now you know after all of this time that you've spent in a connection that that person was just not the right one for you. They revealed some good things in you, but now you're creating kind of a barrier and you're not going to let someone come into your life again and bullshit you and trick you and treat you like that again, or you're never going to be naive again. From now on, it looks like pile number 2, you guys are going to be great observers about people's lives. You're going to watch them more. You're going to listen more. You're not going to rush into things. You're going to take it slow with temperance. And it looks like that is part of your healing, is to let go of the pattern where you were quick into getting into things. And now you're just like, never again. I'm really going to be smarter. I'm really going to start paying attention to the red flags and really just love myself a lot more than a relationship, basically. Okay, so the next card here is decisions. The back says, due to the random factors of life, nobody can know that every decision they make will provide the perfect outcome. Things come up unexpected, and decisions can sometimes seem like a gamble. But what we can do is look into ourselves, consider what we really want, what we need, and what we're truly capable of at that time, and to analyze our situation so carefully, but also forgive ourselves and others and learn from our mistakes and learn when misjudgment or external factors have resulted in mistakes. I now consider each of my decisions really carefully. I am at peace with the fact that not all my decisions have been excellent, and not all my future decisions can bring about an ideal outcome, but I'm going to be a lot more careful about making my decisions. And I also feel like you're not going to be too quick to judge. I feel like a lot of you guys were quick to judge someone and believe they were a certain type, and then you found out, wow, that's not even true. Maybe you were too quick to judge them and they were actually a really good person. And you were like, damn, I cut myself short there. Or maybe you judged them the opposite. You thought they were a great person and they actually turned out to be really shitty. You know, but for pile number 2, you know, the biggest lesson you've had to learn is I've just got to be more careful with who I connect with on the World Wide Web, on, you know, social medias, people in general, people that I don't know. Big question mark. How do I really know who they are? Anyone can say that this is their name. Anyone can say this is what they want in their life. A lot of people are liars. And it looks like you guys are going to be making some smart decisions to create some barriers and some distance between you and other people because you don't want to really let them into your life like that. And it's good. Be careful. Don't let people in that you just don't really know for sure. Why would you let them in? Don't do that. You've learned your lesson. A lot of people are. We watch the news every day. We know about Gabby. We know about, you know, Scott Peterson. We know about the Wyatt family, the Watt family. Yeah, the Watts in Colorado. You know, people you think you fucking know and you don't even know. And look at all these people. They met them under circumstances in which they needed healing. You know? It just, you need that person in your life. You know, when it was that Watt, I forget her first name, I'm so sorry, but she met her husband under circumstances where she was diagnosed with lupus. She was going through a health scare, and she was changing her life for the better. and needing to, you know, ground herself. So she met someone in a time of need. You know, I met someone myself under a time where I was trying to get a good foundation, where I was trying to build. And maybe I needed some bricks. I needed some building blocks. And I was kind of searching around for how am I going to build my foundation when I really didn't know how. And I look over to my left and there's that person who's strong and stable. And I thought, oh, there's a building block. There's someone I can build with. Help me build my foundation. To find out that grabbing other people to build a foundation is just not it, earth signs. We have to build our own. And I know you guys know that. But now you know that for sure. And you're just much more careful on who you build with. Because one thing earth signs do is build. They build lives, they build careers, they build strong foundations for other people. They build support systems. You know, earth signs are just builders. Okay, they erect plans. Other people have dreams, ideas, creativity, aspirations. Earth signs have what it takes to make that shit into reality. They are the tools and the ingenuity to get that shit going, you know? Air signs are the ideas. Fire signs are the determination and free will, you know? And the water signs are dreams and fantasy and desires and, you know, happiness. They bring a sense of whim to a dream, but earth signs bring it into reality. They always solidify. You, earth signs, are solidifying things for other people. And it seems like you always erect or build something with others, and then you find out your foundation is all fucked up, and you're like, well, shit, what happened? Well, I made a poor decision to build with someone that didn't deserve to build with me. You know? Hi, Loretta. So anyways, that's what's going on here. Earth signs, you're doing amazing. Don't kick yourself in the ass. Don't let me kick yourself in the ass. You're doing a really good job. You're doing some deep restorative healing in your soul. You are smart. You're wise. You're strong. Clearly, you've already learned from these mistakes. Clearly, you're making better decisions. And whoever this stalker is, whoever this person is that you're like distancing yourself from because you know that they're bullshit or you know that they're full of shit, bravo to you. Kudos. High fives to you for doing that, because you are no longer being a bonehead. Not that you ever were, but you're just not anymore. And you're just all the wiser. So bravo, earth signs. In the extended, I do want to do an oracle about what Spirit says you've conquered. Okay, and I want to do an oracle about what's coming up here in your near future. And I would like to do an oracle about this situation with this person and what it meant in your life. And we'll pull a couple other bonus cards. Okay, so if you want to see what's going on with the earth element, please go to the extended version at jks1111.com. Subscribe to my monthly subscriptions. Support this channel. Support yourself. $33.33 a month isn't killer. You probably spend more than that on fast food. Do something good for yourself and others in support and donation, and get some answers and some clarity on your life. It's worth it. It really is worth it. And I'll see you over there. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Okay, so now we're going to move on. We are at, what is this, 48 minutes. We're moving on to the air sign element. Okay, let's take a breather here and regroup for this next element. Spirit, please guide and direct me for the air signs. Show me the true and honest message that needs to be heard today. Make it accurate, and may it just be highlighted to me and so vibrant that I'm able to deliver this message with truth and clarity for those that need to hear it. Show me the air signs: Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. All right, so we have forgiveness. You guys are really working through forgiving yourself, forgiving others. That's a given. Hi, Texas Built, my love. Hi. Afternoon. Oh, it's good to see you here. All right, the next card is mute. You just want to take a moment of silence. And look at that. There's a lot of prayer going on. I just need a moment of prayer and silence and just reverence for the things I've made it through, the things that I've forgiven, and the things I need to forgive. You just need that quiet time. Time to be in your thoughts, which is what air signs do best. They're in their head, in their thoughts. Let me regroup. Let me make sense of this mess. Let me understand this mess. Let me figure out what I need to do about this situation or this energy in my life. Really appreciate the silence. Yeah. Appreciate the silence. You're definitely just in a humble, very humble energy. I like it. The next card that you have is ready to take control and lead. You're getting on your work hat, putting on those work boots, okay? You're ready to go forward. The next card is true love stories never end. So there may be a love situation for you guys that you're not ready to let go of, you know? There's something about someone that has your heart and you're just like, God, maybe after all this silence, maybe after the distance, I'm still determined to fix this relationship, put on my work hat, get on my boots and just start walking, trudging, digging, building, fixing a love situation. There's definitely a love situation that you're determined about. You're not ready to give up on that. The next card is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You don't want a new beginning. I mean, this is like, I do want a new beginning. I do want a fresh start, but I want it with the same person. I don't want a new seed. I want to nourish and regrow the old seed. So this Mercury retrograde is really sitting heavy on the hearts of the air signs. Maybe it's got you more emotional than normal. You know, and you've been so silent in your head, you're thinking, what can I do? It's almost like you have a new idea about how to fix something you didn't know before. You're like, God, I thought I tried everything. But wait a minute. I didn't forgive my enemies. I didn't forgive myself. I didn't release them and give it to God. I didn't release it and give it to Spirit or the universe. I didn't walk away from it and start working on myself. I really wasn't happy. And when I thought I was working on myself, I was really stressed. I was working out, I was dieting, I was going to these classes, I was reading these books, but I wasn't enjoying my walk. So I didn't try everything, you know? Maybe this is not giving up on yourself. This is only going to touch one person's heart probably, but I have a message for someone that it's probably a personal message. And I think it's very somber, and it's probably for 1 out of 100 people here. It's not going to be for a majority of you. But there was someone that was just thinking about giving up and dying. Maybe they were sick, they were ill, and they were thinking about just giving up on life, just quit trying. Just let God take them. Let the universe have them if they were ready. There may also be someone here that may have been suicidal. You know, thought maybe I just need to end myself. And you were really in your head. And through prayer, through silence, through mindfulness, you realized you loved yourself more than you love anyone else. And this is your life, and you're not going to let anyone take that away from you. And you're not going to let anyone make you feel like life is not worth living. For the air signs, it's almost a second breath of air. You're realizing you want to live again. You want to try again. Maybe this is after you've lost a family member to a death. Maybe they are the ones that passed. Maybe you lost a relationship. Maybe you lost a child through miscarriage or something like that. but it does feel like there's a pain associated with it. And there was an energy of, I just want to give up. And all of a sudden now, through mindfulness, through prayer, through determination, you've realized that life is worth living, love is worth having, and you will love again. You will love again. And I think the honest truth for the air signs is the biggest love story ever is a love story with yourself. And I know that's cliche, and a lot of you guys don't want to hear that, but that's what I'm feeling. The true love story that never ends is the love story you have with yourself and spirit. So that's a really good message. And it's that strong belief that I'm worthy and I'm determined to take back control of my life. I'm determined to not be put down again, and I'm determined to try again. Even when my dreams are crushed, even when my seeds weren't nourished, I'm still determined. And look at this little flower blooming out of concrete. Blooming out of concrete, like out of nowhere. You wouldn't think this is possible. You wouldn't think a flower could come out of such a tough and terrible foundation. But it's possible. And this is anything is possible. Love after loss is possible. Oh, now I'm hearing that Cher song. You know, I believe in life after love. Okay, I don't know if you guys have ever heard that Cher song, but Cher sings it. It's a badass song, and she believes in life after love. And it's about getting crushed, being brokenhearted, and then you get to live again. It's okay. Sometimes your dreams are crushed. Sometimes things don't work out. Sometimes life can really tear you down and rip you to shreds. But there's something else after that. And what's going on in the air sign reading is never give up. Never give up. Oh my God, now we have true love. Okay, I'm going to cry. I have a message here. Someone that lost someone. This isn't going to be for everybody. You lost, they died. I'm sorry, but the vision that came into my mind was from Titanic. And Jack was telling Rose, never give up. Promise me you'll never give up. And she was like, I'll never give up, Jack. I'll never give up. And she lived her life. She lived it full. She missed him. She loved him. And she wished she could have had that life with him. But it was taken. It was too short. I do feel that somebody may have lost someone in the military here. Or I do feel that someone lost an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You lost them. That true love story will never end. You have true love 2 times in a row. You're going to see them again. And you're going to have a second lifetime with this person. And if you are just crying your eyes out because you love them and you miss them and you wished you could have had a second chance here to just work on this and make it better. Maybe they'd still be alive. Maybe you'd still be together. Whatever this loss is for you, true love stories never, ever, ever end. You are going to get a second chance with this person in another life, quite possibly this life. But don't give up on love. Their love still lives inside of you. It lives all around you. It lives. It could even live in another person. It could live in a pet. It could live in a child. It could live in a garden. But that love story never ends. It surrounds you. It's alive. And there's this knowingness for you. As an air sign, there's a knowingness that even though someone may no longer be physically around you, they are still there, and you are going to get a second chance. And I see that you're going to start taking control of your life again. And I see that you're going to stand up and start living again. You're going to believe in love again. You're going to believe in life after love again. And there's a peace. A nice message that might come through to you is a white flower. This looks like a white lily, but it could also be white roses or a white orchid. But white, purification, cleansing is a very good color for you. Having soothing colors around your home of white is something that you may want to consider also. But just purification, purifying your mind, having peace, that is definitely coming in for the air signs. And you're still very deeply connected to this person. So whoever this could be a twin flame. We have the two flames. Whoever this is still cares very deeply for you, wherever they are. If it is through a death, they're still caring for you even in the beyond. If this is someone that is just far away from you, and they're just missing, you know, you feel like they're MIA, missing in action, or you feel like they're just escaped you for a while, like there's a distance, there's a silence. Understand that they still love you. And if you are in love with someone that you know beyond a shadow of a doubt is your twin flame or your divine soulmate, your divine lover, know that even through the silence, there is love. And love conquers all things. Love is very determined. I do believe you're going to get a second chance because the new beginning is in reverse. I feel like the new beginning is more of a retake. It's a retake. It's not fresh. You're just going to get to do something like this again. But if you're ready to take control and lead, there's acts of forgiveness. Sometimes people are always waiting for the other person to say sorry, and that never comes. You need to be the one to take control and lead and say sorry. Some people just never take that first step to reach out first. They're waiting for the other person to reach out. This is take control and lead. You be the first one. Whatever the message is for the air signs, you need to take control and lead this connection. I do believe this person still loves you. If you want to check this out in the extended, we're going to go ahead and take a look at how this person feels about you. This person that's in the distance. This person that's quiet or gone from you in some means. We're going to take a look at how they feel about you, okay? So we're going to get some messages in the extended on that. We're also going to get a look at what this new beginning, which is kind of like a retake, looks like. Okay, we're going to get some information there. We're going to do some other bonus cards for you in addition to steps that you should take. Okay, so I want to figure out the steps that you need to start taking with this, and then we'll do an oracle message from Spirit. All right, on just a message for you for comfort or whatever you need to know from Spirit. So if you want to hear more about that message, air signs, if this resonates for you, please check me out at jks1111.com and subscribe to my monthly extendeds. In the extended, I felt a little heart flutter there. I'm fine. I feel like somebody had a heart flutter in this message just now. But anyways, go ahead and go there. It's $33.33 a month. It's a donation to me and a support of this channel and a support to yourself. It's a very wise move. Somebody definitely needs to clean their throat chakra here. I feel it with the heart flutter, and it like kind of bubbled up to my throat. So there is going to be some communication coming for you if there's been some silence. Okay, some communication. Pile number 3, air signs. I'll see you on the other side in the extended. All right. Final and last, time-stamped 60, well, we'll do 64 minutes. 64 minutes. We're going to get into the last element of water. Okay, get a drink here. Okay, water. This is going to be Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. What's happening for you guys? What is happening? All right, let's start with the first card. Numbing. Wow, somebody tattooed is numbing you out. Maybe you're the one with tattoos, but somebody is numbing you out. Somebody may even be getting a tattoo in the water element area or thinking about getting a tattoo. That's definitely something coming up. The next one here is fear. Look at this, black and white, black and white. Somebody may be getting just a black and white tattoo, just black ink. That may be a thing. But also there is someone that's turned their back on you in both of these cards. It would be a male energy or a masculine energy if it's a female, but they've turned their back on you. And I feel like they're coming with that little hand behind them in the curtain. They're afraid to come towards you, but they are going to be coming towards you. I feel like you really don't know if they're coming or not. You don't know if they're coming or going. And I think the fear about this person coming back into your life is that you really don't want to feel anything for them anymore. They hurt you so bad. They left a mark on you. And I think that represents that tattoo energy. This masculine energy left a mark on your soul. And you had to numb yourself out away from this person. You're actually kind of scared if they try to come back into your life because you've worked so hard to not feel anything for this person after this long. The next card that comes out is the Sun. I love it. Yeah, you're happy. You're like, I'm happy now. I numbed myself out. I don't want to feel anything for them. That was the past. That was my dark days. I'm free now, okay? I've healed, my heart's open, I've got a butterfly on my nose, transformation is here, I've got no boundaries, no limits, I'm dancing in a field of sunflowers. It just can't get any more positive. I don't want to deal with that again. It's almost like you're distracting yourself with happiness, thank God, to not deal with this issue with this lover. Okay, the next card is no more bad decisions. You guys actually kind of have a lot in common with this earth sign. You may be dealing with an earth sign or Leo. But yeah, you're just like, I'm not going to go back. That was a wrong turn. I had to deal with so much pain from that person. They put me through a lot. I don't ever want to revisit my emotions for that person. So you're just distracting yourself for now. Okay. The next card here is struggling to overcome self-imposed limiting beliefs. This person made you doubt love and made you doubt yourself. This person brought some kind of criticism on how you see yourself and how you're dealing with yourself. This person made you feel bad about yourself. This person made you gain weight, or this person made you lose weight. This person attributed to why you picked up a smoking habit or a drinking habit or going out addictively or not going out at all. This person put you through something that you don't want to go back to. And you've never really gotten quite back on the horse again since this person. Okay, you feel like, yeah, I don't think I ever need to go there again. I think I just want to be in nature, meditating, and just having a happy life. Fuck all of that. I don't want to deal with that anymore. I'm numb. I'm too scared to get involved in another relationship. I just don't want to. I'm happy where I'm at. And that's why the nature card maybe came out for you, really happy in nature. It says, as living begins, it's important not to let our busy lives obscure the wondrous presence of nature in the world and our connection to it. Interacting with nature daily is good for our physical and mental health. Even if we're living in a city, we can remember to appreciate nature when we can. Trees on the street, birds in the sky, the first breath of fresh air in the morning, a sunrise, rain, or a park. It says, I am one with nature, and today I will appreciate nature at every opportunity. So for a lot of you guys in the water elements, you just want to talk to the birds, man. You just want to be out there. Like, just give me peace. I don't want to deal with that. I'm so happy. I'm happy. Don't bother that. Let's get the True Love Oracle. Divine Feminine. You're really in your feminine energy. So whether you're male or female, you're in your feminine vibe, okay? You just want to be psychic, you want to be intuitive, you want to work on healing, grounding, anything metaphysical. You want to just grow and be at peace, get massages, do nails, work on the body, work on the soul. Just a lot of healing and happiness. You're not wanting to deal with real world situations. Okay, so this is going to probably trigger some people, but if you're a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, you are avoiding a real world situation. And you're avoiding it by going out in nature. The truth is the truth. And sometimes the truth hurts, but it's always the truth. This may not be everybody, but I know it's at least one or two of you. Some of you guys are getting out in that car and just going camping or going for a drive in the mountains. Or you're just going to the park, or you're walking, or you're running consistently, you're working out. It's been really hard for you to get yourself where you need to be because something's always chasing you. Do you feel that? Do you know that? The more you run, the more you're not going to have to deal with that situation, but it doesn't mean that it's gone, and it doesn't mean that it's not ever going to catch up with you. And it doesn't mean that it's going to disappear. And if you think you're going to leave this life and close the chapter, close the book on these issues, you're wrong. You will be incarnated again, and you will have to deal with this again. Now, some people believe, oh, I'm Pisces, or I have got whatever in the 12th house. This is my last incarnation. No, that's not always what it means. That's not always what it means. There has to be other factors in the 12th house, not something that simple. You need to have an expert astrologer look at your chart. And the telltale sign that you're not done is if you have karmic issues you're not willing to deal with. It's called escapism. And I do feel like someone over here is dealing with something in Pisces or the 12th house. Because someone does not want to deal with something that needs to be let go of, dropped off, dealt with. And there's some unfinished business. We're going to get more into that in the extended. I know a lot of you guys are going to want to know, what is this unfinished business? I don't know systems and your soul in general, just your soul being able to move on. There's a past or a history, whether from a past life, a youth or childhood, a relationship, or multiple, but you've got to deal with them. I'm glad you're not making any more bad decisions. I'm glad that you're operating your life on a much better vibe than you had been, because you are focusing on nature and healing and joy, and focusing on joy is good. But sometimes, and if this isn't you, maybe it's somebody you love, maybe this is your wife or your husband or your child that is not dealing with their past, and you're not helping by teaching them to avoid it. If you're teaching someone to run or avoid, you're not teaching someone how to go through the fire. And we do have fire here with the sun. Now, I'm going to touch a little bit more astrologically with this pile here for the water signs, because it feels very astrological. You have Saturn and the sun to deal with. I do feel like somebody has Saturn and sun combust or in the same house over here. It's possible that Saturn is aspecting the sun. Okay, so that's 3, 7, or 10. So there's an aspect there, or it's there in the house. But there's definitely a big influence with karma and your purpose. We've got to deal with this. You know, I'm really excited to see what's going on with this ending. I'm going to pull one more bonus card for you because it's really deep, just to get a deeper message about this. And I'll hang up and we'll go ahead and go into the extended. But I just want to get one more for everyone out there that can't afford the extended. Just a little bit more information about kind of what we have to look at. I'm choosing to pick the Self-Forgiveness Oracle deck. Love Your Ego edition. I do believe there's a message in here for Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in this pile. What do you need to hear? Let me fix this. Okay, sorry about that interruption. I think I got a call. Okay. Bottom of the deck, I forgive myself for pressuring myself to understand more than I am meant to know at that time. Don't pressure yourself to know everything about astrology. Don't pressure yourself to know everything about tarot. Don't pressure yourself to know everything about karma and soul growth. That may not be what you're meant to know at the time, but forgive yourself for not knowing. We all don't have to know everything. That's beautiful. I don't know everything. You don't know everything. No one knows everything. That's ridiculous. So forgive yourself and take off the pressure. Instead, it says you choose to believe that there are things out of your control that were never meant to be in your life or in your hands. And you are instead being divinely guided now. This is the genius, and it's about control, letting go of control. Maybe you were never meant to have that true love scenario. Maybe you were never meant to have that parent-child relationship. Maybe you were never meant to have whatever it is you wanted, okay? That was never in the cards for you. It was never written in the stars for you. Saturn and the sun in your astrology here, in your birth chart, had something to do with what you were never meant to have. Remember, the sun is the king. And when Saturn aspects the king or is in the house with the king, he makes the life for the king difficult, and he creates restrictions and delays and sometimes denials. So there is frustration with your personal ego and your personal desires. There are things that you want that you're not having, period, and maybe never will. The next card here is, I forgive myself for mistaking my achievement for any measurement of my worth. Wow. Probably because you didn't have a lot of self-worth from parents or lovers, okay? They didn't make you feel very good about yourself. So you thought, if I achieve certain things, then I'll be worthy in this world. Now you're choosing to believe that although you may find yourself drawn towards achievement, because a lot of you guys are, your worth is not in any way defined by the extent to which you are capable of attaining your goals. This is a message from the narcissist, and it's about self-esteem. Okay, so there's a lot of accomplishment and achievement and pressure really coming down on the water signs. You guys may feel like I'm the overcoming limiting belief, self-limiting belief. Maybe I'm not worthy of whatever unless I achieve this. This can come in a very small form. I'm not worthy of love till I'm a size 5. I'm not worthy of relationship till my house is tip-top shape. I'm not worthy of marriage until I've achieved this level of success and I have this much money in the bank and this car and blah, blah, blah. I'm not, whatever this self-limiting belief is, it could even be I'm not really worthy of a relationship because I'm still doing self-work. I have a lot of improvement on my soul and I'm working on karmas and I'm just not ready for a relationship. Listen, sometimes that's people's paths that you shouldn't be in a connection until you're working on yourself, but I'm going to tell you the truth. Are you ready to hear the absolute truth from my mouth, my perspective, my opinion? I don't care if you're the most fucked up person in the room or you've got your shit completely together. Both of you are worthy of love and affection. Both of you are worthy to be hearing the words, I love you and I adore you. Both of you are worthy enough to experience passion and a deep connection. That is your birthright. You don't have to do anything to receive love. I don't care if you're a homeless person on the street or the president of your country. You deserve to have love from your mom, your dad, your kids, your neighbor, your cats, your dogs, the universe, nature, everywhere. You deserve to have it. That's your birthright. So this person may be dealing with feeling like they deserve love. Like, what did I do to deserve that? You know? Honey, you did everything to deserve it. You were born. That's what you did. You came here. You're here. You deserve it. But this person in this pile, and I feel very sorrowful for you. I feel a lot of emotion, which you are the water signs. You feel like you constantly have to prove something to someone or be something to someone to receive it. You know, and that's really sad. And I see that. And I'm very disappointed in our culture. Obviously, not everyone partakes in porn stuff, but much of the young generation, I think statistics have proven 80% of our population contributes in some way by watching or performing in pornography. That's a stifling, sickening number. I wish it would just go away. But the things that are out there is disrespect. The way people disrespect their body, their soul, it's sad. And the things that people think they have to do to earn some kind of gratification in return is disgusting. And you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't want to go into details about it, but you don't have to sit there and freaking do cartwheels and turn into a pretzel and face fuck for 30 minutes before you get any kind of affection. Fuck that, and it came from me. Fuck all of it. And it's very sad that more and more people are being raised in this, generations. More and more people are witnessing that. More and more men and women are expecting certain things by what they see in society and what they think is expected from TikTok to Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff, guys. I don't even know, freaking everything. All these social medias, isn't it just weird? It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird how people live through a lens. Every time there's a moment to be remembered, you got to take a picture of it. How many of us have thousands of pictures in our phones that we'll never look at again? It's just sitting there taking up space. And we don't print them out and put them in albums or frames. We're spending more time building up memories and storage than living. And people are spending more time worrying about what they need to do for someone else to receive some small amount of love. Let me do my hair and my makeup. Let me get my body right. Let me get my money right. Okay, I'm ready. I'm on the stage. I'm ready to perform. I'm ready for you to love me now. I've achieved. I've succeeded. Where's my small gratification? Where's my small love? Where's the small piece of shit love that's supposed to be coming my way? Excuse me. We are extremely disturbing. And I'm sure there are other life forms out there looking possibly down on us and saying, wow. Wow. There's some enlightened ones on this planet, but wow. And I'm going to reach out to the parents of today that are watching me, because there are some parents of today. Do better. Please. Be a game changer. Get the fuck off the phone. Get your kids the fuck off the phone. Put that shit in a safe. Treat it like a television. Only watch it when you want to actually go through the effort of spending some time being entertained. It is not your life, and it is not their life. And for people that think, oh my God, my phone is crushed, wet, gone, damaged, or taken, my life's over. I don't have communication. No, we need to just stop that. That's ridiculous. There is life out here waiting for us. People, places, things, experiences. Our eyeballs are the camera to the soul. We don't need our camera 24/7. So what if someone doesn't get a picture of your kid kissing a freaking camel or feeding a giraffe, or you know, sitting on a rock saying, look where I'm at? Who gives a fuck? Honestly, these are your memories. And when you're dead or, you know, near death, this is not going to be shit. None of those pictures are going to come with you at all. They're just passing, fleeting moments that you spent behind a lens. Don't do it to yourself. And if you're a parent of today, be a movement. Take them away. Start doing things like we used to. We've got to get off the screen, please. Make moments more real. Okay? No more bad decisions. No more numbing of what this existence is supposed to feel like. It doesn't feel good behind a screen. I guess the reason I'm kind of talking about that too is you guys heard yesterday, all of Colorado, freaking thank you Mercury retrograde, lost freaking internet with CenturyLink. And businesses were down. I went to go get a drink for the kids, a smoothie, and they were like, we're only taking cash. The machines are down. I'm like, oh, that's weird. And then another place was like, yeah, our register's not working. And I'm like, this is so weird. What's going on? You know? And then we came home to find out our internet was gone. And my kids were like, the internet's not working. The internet's not working, Mom. All of our purchased movies, our games, our freaking entertainment. Like, what the hell? My phone doesn't work. My Switch doesn't work. My Xbox doesn't work. The TV doesn't work. We can't even watch a movie. And my littlest one, Matthew, was like, what are we going to do? I was like, we're going to hang out. Okay? I'm going to take a bath. You're going to take a bath. You know, we're going to play a game. I have some box games. I'm like, box games? Yeah, games out of a box, bro. We're going to play some games, man. They're like, wow, this is boring. And I'm like, yeah, well, it's not boring if you don't think it is, you know? And it was funny because, you know, even 10 years ago, like DVDs were a big thing, you know? We didn't really purchase online movies and stream and watch plethora of whatever the fuck we want on, you know, media like that. So I don't even know where I put a lot of our DVDs, but we had to go dig them out, and I was like, pop in a DVD, and Matthew was like, what's that? I was like, what's a DVD? You know what a DVD is. Your TV in your room has a DVD, but he never uses it. And he was like, I'm like, you know how I put a DVD on in the car so we can watch a movie when we're going somewhere? That's a DVD. He's like, oh. And he was frustrated because he couldn't forward it or rewind it as easily as you could on streaming. So he was trying to forward, and this, I'm like, what are you doing? Just watch the movie. He's like, no, I want to forward it to the better part. I'm like, oh my gosh, you kids have no patience. You have no patience. It was hilarious. Hello. So it just taught me that we need to slow down a little bit more, for sure, and raise our kids better, and just be like, you know, we got to put the screen time down and not freak out because we don't have internet. In fact, having no internet for a while should be a thing. In my home and family, I'm considering shutting down the internet for several hours, you know, a day. Just nothing, you know. Just that's it. You have to read and you have to hang out with your family, and that's that, right? There you go, markers. Play catch in the yard. Yeah. So I like that, and that's just a reminder that, you know, and I think water signs are reminding us all to get in nature. Nature's the best remedy for boredom. You don't have to be inside playing board games. You can go outside, play ball, ride your bike, swim, plant flowers, see the butterflies, go on walks. Like, let's do more of that. So thank you, water signs, for reminding us that this is important. The other stuff is numbing. It's dumbing us down. And what are we scared of? Being out in the real world? What are we scared of? Not having our phone for a day? What are we scared of? Not taking pictures out of our camera every second? What are we scared of? Not posting? Come on, let's not be scared. Let's get out and enjoy life. These are memories worth making, and your soul wants to do that. So anyways, in the extended Thank you so much for watching. In the extended, we are going to get into conquering this fear, whatever this is, seeing what we need to see. And let's get some advice from Spirit for this one. Advice, please. What can we do to deal with the numbing and like the avoidance of what we really need to pay attention to? Because we are worthy of love and affection, and we are worthy of joy. And there's a little self-worth issues going on for the water signs. We're going to look at that head on for you, because I know you're trying so hard to be happy, but there's a message for you from Spirit about what you can do to feel better about yourself, okay? So that's it, guys. If you want to see that in the extended, let's go there. jks1111.com. Go to the monthly extendeds. It's $33.33 a month. It's a great investment for yourself to get clarity and answers, peace. It's good to do self-help, self-love. And by purchasing that, it helps you grow as a person. Plus, it helps support my channel and support other people that are here watching and learning lessons. It's a contribution to society and a contribution to yourself. If you think this channel is worthy of that, please go to jks1111.com, purchase the monthly extendeds. It is a subscription. It's not a one-time purchase. So just mind that, you know, you're subscribing to me, and you're gonna get monthlies, okay? Monthly extendeds for all of these. This is a bonus. This is from September. I missed the elements. It was crazy for September. But we're going to do an additional in about 2 weeks for all the elements again. So for the month of October, you're going to get kind of a double extended. I will mark these extended September catch up, okay? But the bonus extended is going to be great. I can already feel it. And October is going to be awesome because I'm getting ready to start decorating the office for Halloween. You guys know I love it. I haven't really been able to get into it. Last year was a little crazy, but I've got my little glowing spiders. I've got candles. I've got a lot of cool stuff going on for October. And I think every week I want to do something different for October, like a witchy October and a spidery, creepy, crawly week also. And a spell. I definitely want to go over some kind of a spell with you guys. If you guys are interested, you know, log in, not log in, but go to my community section and I'll be posting some, it's like a vote about what kind of spell you guys want me to go over with you guys. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go do that. And hit the bell icon, because I do want to do these little votes where you guys can pick what you kind of want to see happening in my channel. And then I'll be putting a list of some other readings, another vote. What do you guys want to hear from this channel? It's been years. I used to do some really awesome readings. Maybe you want those back. You might want some readings about since you've been gone, okay, what's been going on there. Divine masculine readings, divine feminine readings, karmic readings. What are they feeling for you? Who's coming towards you? Things like that. So I'm going to have a vote. You guys figure out what's good for you there. Thank you so much for watching my channel. And like I always say, guys, this life, this love, this craziness is always a journey. And all of these lessons and advice is never about just the destination. You have to get to this place. Those are always nice, but it's not about the destination. It's about the journey. And we are in an ocean of lessons and love. So just keep swimming. Thank you so much for watching me. I'll see you tomorrow, and hopefully we'll see you guys in this extended later. And be happy and be well, and I love you guys so much. Be having a beautiful day. It's marvelous outside where I'm at. I don't know about you guys, but maybe get in nature for a while. That'd be good for you. Anyways, lots of love. I'll see you later.